So I am super, super excited about this Zoom tonight, you guys. And I'm gonna have Sarah introduce herself in just a minute. But I wanted to do this Zoom tonight because honestly, like there's some stuff that Sarah is doing, and Sarah's been working really intentionally on TikTok for like several months now. If not, I don't know if it's even been like the whole past year, but she's killing it on there. And I just finally got up really the nerve to get consistent about it the last week. And I already have crazy results happening from just the last week. So I just want, I want to get all the tips from Sarah. So I've got a notebook here so that I can be writing stuff down because I know Sarah's she's not just signing distributors, she's signing customers, she's selling samples and making cash. So I just asked her to come on here tonight and just share all the tips that she has with you guys. So Sarah, so I'll just really quick in case any of you guys on here are new. I'm Sarah Neerman. I'm a presidential diamond. I've been with It Works since March of 2014. Before this business, I was a grad student. I was getting my master's degree. I was working 2 jobs, 60 hours a week. But like we had $60,000 in student loan and credit card debt, and I was sick and tired of paying our bills and having nothing left over. I wanted to make a little extra. I got started in this business. I never saw myself being successful in something like this. I'm from a small town. I'm an introvert. I didn't have social media. I had like 100 friends on Facebook, didn't have Instagram. TikTok was obviously not a thing. So I just was kind of willing. I just looked to the people who were already being successful. And I was like, well, if these people can do it, maybe I can have like some version of that. And I just became very, very willing to copy the people who were doing big stuff. My enroller actually quit right after I got started. So I was in this team page with Jade's whole team, and I was just looking at who's getting shouted out for promoting to whatever, who's getting shouted out for growing their team, who's getting shouted out for signing customers, who's getting shouted out for the 400 club, who's getting shouted out for their shopping spree. Like all of the people who I saw getting recognized, I was like, well, they're doing something right. And I was reaching out to them and I was saying, what are your conversations looking like? And I was looking at their pages. I was posting the way that they posted. And that truly, just that right there, being willing to just do what was working for other people and like not give up and give it everything that I had was enough to take me in my first year from distributor to making $11 with my first paycheck to a triple diamond making $11,000 by my 12th paycheck. And we've been able to pay off debt and buy our dream home and have savings and investments, retirement, give my husband time off of work. We're home with our kids. The freedom has been amazing. And I want this for all of you guys. So we're showing up here to just give you guys all the tips so that you can stop trying to reinvent the wheel, stop trying to figure out your own way in this and do what is already working for people. Cause we've already done the hard stuff. We've figured it out. So Sarah, I'm going to let you go ahead and just kind of tell everybody a little bit about yourself. And yes, and now we're in the Millionaire Club.
Yes, I just wanted to say congrats. Oh my gosh, I watched your whole story and I was like, oh my God, it's insane that you're literally only a presidential too and you hit that. Like that is mind-blowing. That's crazy. Congrats to you. But I'm Sarah. If you guys don't know me, I'm a double diamond. I've been in the business it'll be 4 years in February. When I first started, you guys, I was working 70+ hour weeks. I had a full-time job Monday through Friday as a teacher working literally 8:30 to 4:30. And then also I had a part-time job that was 30 hours a week. So I would go to work. It was like an ice cream and seafood bar. And I'd go to work literally from like 5 to like 10:30, depending, because we had to close. And I was so stressed out. I was living paycheck to paycheck. And I was like, is this life? Like, is this normal? Like, come on, what's going on? Mind you, I was also going to school full time. So the day that Brittany Grimes messaged me and asked me to join her in this, I was like, okay, well, I was deciding if I had to drop a job or if I was going to drop out of college. So I'm like, this is perfect. So, I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I first started. I had no idea that this was actually like a thing. I was like, you know what? I'm going to join. Worst comes to worst, if I try and it doesn't work, at least I can say I tried. Literally in my first 30 days, I signed like 30 customers and I just like wasn't telling Brittany. I was just signing them and I had no idea that that was big. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I got paid from it and I was like, what? You actually get paid? Like, okay, cool. I thought I was just doing this for fun. So literally in my first 30 days as a distributor, I literally made over $500 as a distributor. Then I promoted very quickly. I caught the vision and I ran with it. And within my first I want to say it was like my second month in, I went executive. And then my third month in, I jumped from executive to Emerald. So I completely skipped Ruby, which was crazy. And I did that while working 70+ hour weeks. So don't ever tell me you aren't that like you're too busy, because you're not, because I was on the toilet signing customers. And another cool thing is when my 5th month in, I went diamond and I earned the Go Fast bonus. I want to say it was the $5,000 one. That was insane. It was literally like a 2-year payout. It actually like just recently stopped being paid out. And I was like, well, that was so crazy. I earned that so long ago. And then a year in, I went double diamond, and here I am, a pushing triple. And you know, I've done so much from this business. It's absolutely insane. I bought a brand new 2018 Wrangler at 20 years old. I paid off all my student loans, which is literally insane. I live in a brand new luxury apartment that I furnished in cash by myself, and I vacation whenever I want. And I know I always say this to people because it's insane. I literally never went on a vacation as a kid. I don't know if you guys were like that, but literally my family didn't have enough money to go on vacations. Like I just never went. And it's crazy because like all kids are like, oh my God, I've been to Disneyland. Oh my God, I went here. I never went to Disneyland as a kid, and I still haven't gone. I need to go, but I've never been. And I went on my first vacation while I was in this business, and now I travel whenever I want, and it's absolutely insane. But that's just a little bit about me. I don't know if you want, what do you want me to, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I love that. And like I totally didn't realize that Brittany Grimes was your upline or enroller. Maybe I knew that at one point and forgot. But so I've seen you for a while, like enrolling huge numbers, and you're always just doing like whatever is working. Like when host to posts are big, you're like, all right, I'm going to go kill it in host to post, and you're killing it in host to post, and you're figuring out like, okay, so this is how everybody else is doing it, but how can I like streamline it so that I can take it next level and get bigger results? And then you're kind of doing the same thing with TikTok. So, can you just kind of wow everybody first of all, so that everybody knows that like you're legit? How many customers and distributors are you signing every single month? And you said it's from TikTok right now.
Yeah. So, okay. First, I just want to say this really fast. I literally did not like, I was a mass enroller for customers for a while, but distributors, I was like, no, I would tell Brittany, I'm like, I'm just going to enroll all the customers myself. Forget it. I don't need other people to do it. Like, I'll do it. So, literally, up until this year, I would sign, I want to say anywhere from like 15 to like 25 customers and maybe 5 distributors if I was lucky a month. Okay. Now, in the whole, I actually did the math out for this, and I always like forget to tell people this, but I remember now, so I'm going to tell you guys. So in literally of all 2019, I signed maybe 50 to 60 distributors for the year. It's not even the end of December yet, and this year total I've signed well over 200 plus distributors, all from TikTok. It's absolutely insane. That was like in a year. And I know that maybe seem crazy, but like literally what I'm doing is working. And my customers every single month, I'm signing at least anywhere from 25 to 30 plus customers a month. Distributors is anywhere from 30 to 40 plus a month. And what I'm doing is working. And you know, I'm doing whatever I know is like working best at the time. So for instance, I did something last month that I didn't do, and I wanted to kind of test out. So in the beginning of last month, I just did Facebook host to post in the beginning. In the middle of the month, I did Instagram cold messaging. And at the end of the month, I did TikTok. I enrolled from all 3 things, everything. So then it dawned on me in the beginning of the month, this month, I was like, if I did that in like bits and pieces, why can't I do that every day? Because if I'm enrolling a lot from each individual one, imagine what I can enroll all together. Like it's going to be massive. So I was like, I have to do this. So at the end of last month, I started doing, well, all of November, I started posting customer TikToks and like for the coffee, and none of my videos blew up. And I was like, what's going on? Like these videos are good. Like I'm editing them good. I'm doing everything good. And I posted about like 10 to like 15 coffee ones from like the 1st to like the 25th. My video then blew up on the 25th. And from the 25th to the 30th, I signed 23 loyal customers, and I brought in over 1,500 in volume in 5 days. And then this month, it's, what is it, the 17th, I've signed 27 loyal customers and brought in well over 2,500 in volume myself. And I've signed 22 distributors, and it's literally only the 17th, and I'm not even halfway done. So literally it's insane. I don't know if you want, what you want me to like go into or how you want me to do it, but.
Okay. Well, so like, first of all, I want you guys to hear those numbers and hear that that is happening right now. Okay. So if any of you guys are like, well, it's December and everybody's telling me that they don't have the money, like I'm sure Sarah's getting people who are telling her that they don't have the money, but she's continuing to put stuff out there and talk to more people to find the ones who are ready now. And when you show up over and over and over again, you find those people and you show the value of what you have your hands on. And then even the people who don't have money for what they think is important and has value. Um, so yeah, that's the big thing. And then the other thing is, like TikTok, you guys, is so cool because it does not matter what your following looks like. It doesn't matter if you're just coming out of nowhere. And like you can look at Sarah and she's got, I think you have like 100,000 followers or almost 100,000 followers now. I don't know who, or maybe I was looking at the wrong page today, but and I have 50,000, but it's from the content that we have been putting out consistently over time. But you can come in brand new, never doing TikTok before, and just start putting the content out there and start seeing results. And I mean, you don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to be people who are coming to you. You know, you're not having to like spend your whole day hunting people down. People are going to be coming to you from TikTok, which is just awesome. So, Sarah, can you just kind of share like what your routine is for the stuff that you're posting on TikTok and then like how you're actually reaching out to those people and sealing the deal? So let's start with like signing customers, how, or like I guess just figure it out however you want to do it, but how you're putting the content out there and then how you're talking to the people and signing them up.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to say I started TikTok in November of last year. So it's been about a year. And I didn't go viral right off the bat. So if you guys are new and you're not even on TikTok yet, it's okay. Get on TikTok after this Zoom. I started with no followers. And the second that you go viral, you guys can grow overnight. It's literally insane. I've been on it for a year and I've been building my following for a year. And I know you may look at my TikTok and you were right. It's like 132K followers, but I built that. It wasn't like one day it just randomly, like I woke up to that. Like does it grow drastically when you go viral? Yes, but I built that from consistency. So for me, I think my biggest tip for like growing on TikTok, just video wise, is I saw a study somewhere that said if you want to go viral on TikTok, you need to be posting 1 to 3 videos every single day. So if you don't have a following yet, you want to grow a following, start posting 1 to 3 videos every single day. Now you probably hear this from multiple different people. If you go on Google and type in best times to post on TikTok, there's a grid and it literally gives you 3 posting times every single day. I post my videos based on that. And so say the time frame is like 9 a.m. I'll post in between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. because that time frame is when TikTok is telling me those videos are going viral. You guys are probably going to hear people that say that don't follow that, but I will tell you right now, with 132,000 followers and I have like my most viral videos like 7.8 mil. Every video that is blown up has been posted based on that time frame. So if you're not posting on that time frame, try it, see if it works for you, but it works for me. And I think that's huge. But posting 1 to 3 videos, and I'm not all business. I'm not. And I think that was huge because when I first went on TikTok, the video that first went viral for me had nothing to do with the business, nothing. And that's so huge because people want to see that you're a real person. They don't just want to see you selling products. They don't just want to see you guys trying to give people an opportunity. They want to see some funny videos. They want to see your kids. They want to see your animals. Like they want to see funny things. They want to see you. And I think that's so big on everyone always is like, well, like what stands out about your TikTok? I'm me. I'm not anyone else. I'm me. And I just put myself out there. I'm quirky. I do weird things. I have videos of like my cat. Like I just do weird things that I think are funny. And I'm so me. And I'm literally unapologetically me on that app. And everyone that follows me for my content. And so going along with just like posting on TikTok, the huge thing on there is giving people multiple resources to reach out to you when you guys are posting anything business related. So let's say that you post a coffee video. You're going to do at the end, they're going to either reach out to you on your Instagram, they can text you, or they can click a link in your bio. I always give them 3 options because number one, I'll just say this, when you go viral on TikTok and you put your phone number on there, your phone number is going to get blocked half the time. So if your phone number gets blocked, they can reach out to you on Instagram. So put your Instagram on there. You can link it in there. It's so simple. And then put your milkshake link or your Linktree link in there and they can just click on it, because I have multiple options for when I post coffee ones. So for instance, at the end of it, I said, I usually say this, add my Instagram and DM me the word coffee, or you can text me the word coffee and I put my phone number on it, or click the link in my bio for more information. There's 3 options for them right there. Odds are if people are confused, they'll comment something and you can just message them. So I'm killing literally like 4 birds with 1 stone. I post on TikTok and I'm getting followers on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm getting potentials in the system. And I'm also getting people's phone numbers from my milkshake link, because my sample like request thing is in there. So if you guys aren't familiar with like the sample requests, when someone requests a sample, it literally sends you an email like this. So let me show you. It's like the coolest thing ever. I love it. So when someone requests a sample, it comes up like this in my email, and it says name, email, telephone number, and then their address. They're not going to get the sample, obviously, unless you put it in. But what I do is I text them, and my text literally says this. Anytime that someone comments on something for a sample and I get that email, I'll text them and I say this. Hi, this is Sarah. I saw you were requesting a sample on the coffee. I'd love to help. Are you trying to lose weight and are you 18 plus? It's obviously huge to ask if they're 18 plus, because you're going to get 12-year-olds in your DMs. I promise you. It always happens. And I'm like, why are you 12 trying to lose weight? I'm lost, but whatever. And so I offer them that option first. I almost like refuse to sell samples unless they absolutely do not want to, be a loyal customer, because the loyal customer option is just so much better. They're getting more for their bargain. And I always start out with that. When they say, so when I message them that, and then I say like, are you 18 plus? And they say yes, and that they were interested in samples, the next message says like this. So excited to chat. Samples are usually $20 for 3 days worth. If you haven't Venmo'd me yet, you won't receive them. But I have a much better deal for a bigger supply. Can I share some more info? And they always say yes. They always say yes. And odds are, if they were going to pay you $20, they're going to sign up as a customer at the end of the day too, because they were willing to pay. But you're going to get people that are going to think that the samples are just going to come to them, which is why I added in, if you didn't Venmo me, it's not coming. Because obviously if someone didn't pay you for it, you're not going to go just send them a free sample. It doesn't work like that. So that is huge. So I'm getting people from my videos on the sample request thing that comes straight to my email. The cool thing is since it has their phone number, those are all potentials now. Whether they actually Venmo'd me or not, I have their number and I can go reach out to them. And if I ever feel like my business may be like kind of dying down a little, I go to my email and I'm like, cool, have some more people to reach out to. So the sample thing is huge. If you guys don't have it in there, I recommend putting it in there. The next thing about putting my phone number, I'm always getting texts, and it just have them text a simple word. That's it. That's literally it. And they text you a word, and I have everything in my text replacements that helps. And every conversation with every client is the same. Every single one. I only sell coffee, greens, and cleanse because it's my results. It's what it's what I can preach on, what I can speak on. And I'm just going to give you the math on it real quick. The coffee, greens, and cleanse is literally cheaper than, I did the math out, for a venti Starbucks drink for 30 days. It usually would be like $187. You can get the coffee, greens, and cleanse for $157, and it's 115 BV. That's my jam. I sign 115 BVs like it's my day job. And I think it's huge comparing it to Dunkin's and Starbucks. So if you haven't done out the math for it, do it, so you guys can say that to people, because then people are like, oh really, my Starbucks coffee is so expensive. So those are what I signed with customers. And then the other cool thing is, by putting my Instagram, I'm growing my Instagram. I don't use Reels. I don't know if you use Reels. I was thinking about dabbling my fingers in it. I have 2 Reels up, but my thing is when I'm public, when my page is public on Instagram, unfortunately, I lose followers because you don't have to follow someone when they're public. So what I do, since I am so viral on TikTok, I make my Instagram private, so people have to request to see me, and then I'm just building my account. For me, what worked is that I had to put my account private in order to build my following faster, and that's just what I saw. I don't know. Do you do you do Reels, don't you?
Yeah. So yeah, all I do. So I have my Instagram public, and then I post the reels on there. And then if it gets out there and people are seeing it who don't follow me, then I'm replying to their comments and I'm saying, follow me and DM this keyword. And then they message me the keyword. And that's the same way that I do it on TikTok. So I have done the influencer application, or having them reach out to me in some certain word, but I was losing people. So I had a better time when I personally just started having them comment a keyword on my TikToks. And then from there, because that would boost my views on that video, then from there, I would message them and I would say, message me TikTok to either my Facebook or my Instagram. And then I would give my handles for both. So I was still funneling people that way. So I got followers from TikTok to Instagram that way. And then I also I get followers from my reels by telling them, okay, follow me, and message me the word, and I'll get you more info.
Oh my gosh. You know, I wish, okay, so I heard on a Zoom today, I spoke on a Zoom today about TikTok as well. And I heard that, I guess, the way that Reels and TikTok work, I don't know if they're connected in some way, but I heard that if you go viral on one, you usually don't go viral on the other. So
Yeah. I don't know. I
yeah.
have my video that's done the best, my business video that's done the best on TikTok that's like blowing up right now. I just posted it on my Instagram and now it has the most views of any reels I've ever posted on Reels. So I don't know.
See, I don't know. I have no idea. I have a feeling that the way that it works is literally like the lottery. Like it
Yeah.
either goes viral or it doesn't. It's a hit or miss. But for me, what works best is keeping mine private. But obviously, if you guys are posting reels, like you should be public because then people can see it. Yeah, did I cover customer ones or do you have any more questions?
No, so that's really good. Like it's pretty simple, you guys. You're putting out content, you're doing it consistently. Follow other people who are doing it. Okay. Follow other people who are signing customers, who are signing distributors, and just look at the content that they're creating and create your own version of that. And then yeah, the way that you're gonna really like connect with your people, like Sarah said, is being authentic, showing you. So I have kids. So this morning I posted a TikTok of Easton because he ate my chocolate cake while we were in the other room. And I like just other crazy stuff that they do. And that's me. And then sometimes I'll do like snarky mom ones or like sarcastic wife things because that's just my personality. And I'll see people like I'll allow myself to scroll on the For You page for a couple of minutes. And when I find something that makes me laugh that I connect to, that's something to me that I go, that's me. Like I relate to that. So I'm going to create something like that. And it doesn't even have to be at Works people. Like that's when I see somebody do a funny mom when I'm like, I relate to that. I'm going to put something like that on my page. Like that's how simple it is. No, like, yeah, there are some people out there who are creating completely organic content, but a lot of us are just kind of taking ideas from each other and making it our own. So yeah, be consistent on TikTok, be authentic so that you can find your people and then figure out a way to funnel your people to your other social medias. And that's where you're going to have the conversation so that you can follow up because TikTok, you really can't follow up. So like Sarah said, you can either, if you guys, I saw some people asking about influencer applications and what is a milkshake. So it's basically, you can look it up on YouTube and it'll walk you through it. But the influencer application is just a Google form. It's basically a form where somebody is requesting information about what you're doing, but they're doing it in a way where they're giving you their contact information. So now you're able to reach out to them, their potential, you're able to like continue talking to them in the future. And I know some people who do product, like, I can't think of what they call it, like a survey or questionnaire or something, and people fill it out. And now you have a potential customer that you're able to contact that way. So there's a lot of cool tips and tricks that you can do, and you can be clever and you can have the links. And like, I have a milkshake link. You guys can go to my bio on TikTok and Instagram. It's got my milkshake link in there. And you can see it's got my story. It's got a link to my influencer application. And then it also has sample request links, which I actually copied from Sarah because I knew that she was selling samples. And so it's very simple to set up. Like once you figure it out, it's very simple to set up and then it's just there. But like for me personally, I had a video go viral and I had people do the influencer application. I had 400 of them and it took me forever to reach out to those people. So I just realized, okay, what works for other people with the influencer application, that's not going to be my jam. So what I do is I have people comment a keyword and then I reach out to them and I get them to Facebook and Instagram. But the whole point is just you're using TikTok to find people, to put this out there to as many people as you can, because there's just tons of users. On Instagram, they have to be following you to see your stuff mostly, or you have to like show up on a hashtag. On Facebook, they have to be friends with you to see your stuff show up. And even then it's like a 0.1% chance you're going to show up in somebody's newsfeed. Where TikTok, you can be nobody and you can show up to everybody. And it only like And if you're doing it consistently, my AC's or my heat's so loud, but if you're doing it consistently and you're putting stuff out there consistently, like you're going to end up building up to a point where you do have more and more people coming. So like Sarah said, she's been doing this since November last year. I created my TikTok a year ago and I like didn't really mess with it. I was like, everybody else has hosted posts are where it's at. So that's where I'm going to focus. And I can't really like get into TikTok right now. And I felt uncomfortable and weird dancing and like I was like, I don't know like what my jam is over here. I don't know how to like get people. So I just didn't mess with it. And then it was finally after I'm seeing all of these people who are signing customers like crazy and signing distributors like crazy from TikTok, I'm like, all right, I just got to figure it out. What are they doing? And I just, again, copied exactly what they were doing. And I've been consistent on TikTok for like a week and a half, you guys. And I have like 2,000 comments between all of my stuff that I put out there of people wanting info. And I have 100 potentials from the month of December, just from the last week, 100 potentials in my Connect app. And those are people that I've either gotten on text or Facebook. And then I have another 100 or 200 on Instagram who are messaging me back and forth on there. And then I get them on Instagram and I get them over to Facebook so I can get them in the VIP lounge. So there's so many things that you can do, but basically you're just trying to get people to a place where you can have a conversation with them. But, so yeah, so you gave your wording and then like you're assigning distributors on the spot too from TikTok.
Yeah. So I always sign distributors on the spot for some reason. I don't know, it's so crazy. It's literally a mind thing. And I know that obviously sounds crazy and everyone says it, but like the way that it is it's literally in your head. Like if you think, for me, my jam is honestly signing distributors for the 99 deal. Like you get better quality distributors for a 99 deal. And, I talk to so many people that I'm signing so many people. And it's like, let me just like give some stats real quick. So I want to say from this month, I want to say 3 of my distributor ones have gone viral. And like, I'm talking the most viral that one of them went was like 203K right now. So my influencer application blew up and I want to say I gained 1,000 applications and I'm not even halfway through them, but I've signed 22 from them. And it's because I talk to hundreds of people a day about the same thing. And every conversation for me is literally the exact same, everything. So like I have everything saved and I even made a video of me just describing everything. And it's literally part of my message and I just send it. And after I send that, I send the kit. I send like what the kit price is. I don't know if you teach your team to do Klarna or not. Do you know what it is?
I do. No, I haven't talked to them about it or anything. I know it was like a thing a year ago. It's like a payment plan basically.
Yeah. So I offer that in like the distributor sign up. So it's like you either can pay the $99 or you can do the $25 payment plan. But the cool thing is to be honest with you, a lot of people get declined for it and they end up just paying the $99 because they're already during the process. So that's huge. I offer that. And distributors are kind of the same thing. Like I give them multiple options. Go on my Instagram and like you can follow my Instagram and you can DM me the word hustle, or you can fill out the influencer application that's in my bio. So they have multiple options. I don't recommend putting your phone number for distributor ones because those ones usually blow up worse than the product ones and your phone breaks. Like my phone's literally still broken and I have like 1,000 unknown sender messages from like 6 months ago that I can't even access. Like my phone, the second I touch it, it glitches out. So don't put your phone number for distributor ones. I don't recommend it. But yeah, my distributor ones, I kind of did the same thing when you're talking about Facebook posts. So in the beginning of the year, I just went ham on TikTok. And at the time that I was going ham on it, not many people were on it. And I remember when a conference and Cassie Westland was like, you were killing it on TikTok. Like, I can't do it. And I was like, why does everyone say that? So I killed it on TikTok because no one was on there. And then everyone started seeing me on there. And then everyone else started going on TikTok. And then when everyone else started going on TikTok, for some reason, I was like, I'm going to kind of take a little break on it. So I took a little break and I like kind of died down on it. And I just went to Facebook host posts. And then I was like, what am I doing? Like I blew up on this app. Like, what am I doing? And I went back to it. And I went back and I blew up again. And I was like, I'm never taking a break from this app again because this app is outrageous and I love it. And I even, so on TikTok, when you're not posting consistent content, obviously your followers, they're watching you. When you're not on there, they're going to unfollow you. So in the beginning of the year, I grew my following to like 133,000 followers, and I stopped posting on it for probably like maybe like three months, I want to say. And it went down to 125K. So over the last 30 days, I just grew it back up to 132K. But that's like the power of TikTok. If you're posting consistent content, you'll grow. But if you stop, your followers are like, nah, I'm bored of you. Bye. Like, you're not posting content. See you later. So yeah, I don't know. Did I answer everything about your distributor one?
Yeah. Well, and like, so you guys are hearing that she signs people up on the spot, but guess what she also has? She also has people who stop responding during the conversation. She also has people who say no, that they can't right now, or they have to give her a date in the future. But she is also additionally signing people on the spot. But like, so how many, what do you say? Like for me, it's usually like 1 out of every 75 people that I talk to signs up on the spot.
So I'll say, all right, so I usually like message people from my message requests, and it's always like 99 plus, but I usually do them in like increments of like 100. And every 100 that I talk to, honestly, anywhere from like 5 to 10 will sign up on the spot, or even ask for the payment plan. And even if, say, they get declined for the payment plan, then they give me a follow update. So like it's literally like 5 to 10 on the spot, usually every 100 people.
Well, that's awesome. I forgot what I was going to say from that, but basically, like, you guys, what you have to understand is what you are going to get paid to do is sign customers and distributors. How you're signing customers and distributors is having conversations with people, and all we're doing is giving you tools to have a lot of conversations with a lot of people. Everybody is going to have their conversations slightly differently. You're going to have a different vibe. You're going to attract different people. Your posts support the people that you're having conversations with, actually like following through and signing, because they have to see your stuff. They have to feel like a connection to it. So like you have to get yourself to a place where you're having a lot of conversations with people. And TikTok is just, like I said, I love it because you can be nobody. You can come from nothing and build it so quickly. And all you have to do is just keep putting content out there. And putting the content out there is fun. And who knows, like maybe TikTok will keep blowing up for us for another 3 years, or the rest, all of 2021, or maybe it'll go away in 3 months, but something else will come along and we will be figuring out how to make that next thing the next big thing. Or if host to post stop working, we figure out something else. But yeah, you guys, you just got to find those people who are doing the right stuff and learn from them, copy what they're doing. And if you want to like be bold and say, okay, hey, so I see that you're killing it on this, what are your conversations looking like? And they can share with you their wording and stuff like that. I'm just like rambling now, but I can't tell you guys enough. Like, figure out, just get on TikTok, just start trying to play around with it and figure it out. And it doesn't take a lot of time. Like, I mean, me posting on Facebook multiple times a day takes more time than it does for me to make 6 TikToks. Like, you just find what other people are doing, click the sound, record your video, point to different spots on the screen, make words pop up, post it. Like, really easy. Yeah, I guess that's it. So many good tips. I hope you guys were taking notes. Lots of good stuff. But does anybody have any questions for us or for Sarah that you can put in the chat?
Oh, I also just wanted to add too that with distributors, something that was huge for me that I saw, I don't know if anyone follows me on here, but every single time I sign a distributor, I like made this literally just on over, and it just says like join me on my journey. And I literally just like put people's names and I write how many spots are left on the bottom. And every time someone signs up, I change it. And that's huge, because everyone, when you guys go viral, I'm not even talking, you have to go like crazy viral. Like, literally, if you're getting views in like the thousands, that's viral. That's good. So what's huge is I put that on my story, and I just like, I usually do it with like my story slides. And then at the end, it's like, I have this many spots left. And every single time, that I post that, people swipe up and then they think spots are gone. And it's crazy because I've done that when I've signed 30 plus distributors, and I've done that when I've signed it anywhere from like 6 to 10 distributors, and people think spots are going to go. So that was like a huge thing. And if I don't post that, I notice that people don't always sign up necessarily on the spot. But if they're going to sign up on the spot, which is huge because of that, and they're like, oh my God, she only has 8 spots left. She's only taking on 8 more people. Like, I need to sign up and I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to do it. And for some reason, that's what works. I think someone asked me a question in the chat. If they could message me. Yeah, you can message me. You don't have to ask me. Okay. I'm just going to read these, Sarah, if you're cool with that. Where do you get your inspo? Are you talking about for TikTok and just like videos in general? Yeah. Okay. So this is huge. So someone asked me this the other day, and honestly, this is probably going to sound really like this is going to be like the weirdest response, but I think it's just me. And, you know, obviously I look at other leaders and I watch like Cheyenne Knox, and I watch Rachel Jones, and I watch, who else? I watch Jade's on TikTok. I watch Cassie Westland, Allison Messer, Jessica Wireman, anyone that's like really going viral. And I notice or see they're enrolling a lot. I'll go stalk their page. And, you know, I think the biggest thing is that I will look at people's page and I'm like, okay, that's a really good idea, but how can I make that my own? Because when I was copying, for instance, in the beginning of last month, Cassie Westland and Jessica Wireman and Allison Messer, they posted all coffee videos and they were going viral. And I was like, I'm posting the same thing. I'm using the same wording. I'm doing what they're doing. Why is mine not going viral? I then went viral on the 25th after mimicking their videos for 25 days. I found out that the thing is that I was mimicking their videos to a T, that it wasn't me, and my followers picked up on that it wasn't me. And so what I did to change that is they were posting before and after photos, like literally photos side by side. And I was like, you know what? No one's showing their body in like a 360 view. I'm going to do that. And I did that. And that's what blew me up because I was original. And then I started using the transitions on like the editing tools. And I was just doing things that other people weren't doing. So my videos would stand out more. And that was just like what worked for me. And so a lot of people are like, okay, like, how do you get inspiration? Like, how do you make your content? Like, someone asked me the other day, I was on a Zoom and she was like, Sarah, like your TikTok is like really creative. Like, how do you do it? And I know this is going to be the weirdest thing, but I will listen to like the For You page and I'll like listen to sounds that are going viral. And I'll pull it up and I'll listen to the song over and over and over again. And I'll like listen to the beat and I'm like, oh, you know what? That'd be really cool if I was like pointing to something and then I like slapped it out of the way to the beat of the music. And I'm just like, I'm creative like that. And if you're not creative, literally try that technique because it honestly, it works so well. And even literally, I'm just going to like show you how I play the sound, but like I'll go on TikTok and I'll save the sound. And then when I go to, like I just made one. And so I click the sound and then I do use this sound and I click the timer right here. Oh, where is it? I click the timer and it just plays it over and over and over again. And I sit here and I just do it. And you know, what's crazy is I actually just made this one and no one's made one like this. I don't know if you guys scroll on TikTok at all, but I only scroll to find inspiration of other people's videos. But I was scrolling today and have you guys seen like the Queen Team mom takeover on TikTok? If you guys haven't, there's like a mom team that's like taking over TikTok right now. I don't know. They're called the Queen Team and they're posting a video and they're using the clone, like they're using this little clone thing and it pops up with 3 of you. So I made it into a coffee one and the sound goes to a dance. So I didn't dance and I just made it into a coffee one. So I'm just going to show you really quick. And I just did my before and afters, but then I just added something at the end. So like I'm doing viral things, but I'm making it me. And like, I'm not copying other people's videos verbatim. And I think that's huge because I'm just like, all right, what can I do that's going to make me stand out? And I know it's like the craziest thing that I like listen to beats and stuff, but like it just works for me. And that's just kind of like my inspiration on that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So I use the For You page and like there was this thing trending that was the ghost thing. And I was like, okay, well, like I'm going to just do that to the sound. So this is like this thing that's trending. I'm just going to try to figure it out. I ended up having to Google it because I like could not get the ghost thing to disappear. So I had to Google it. And then I like tried it a couple of different times. Then I figured it out. So I like pre-recorded a couple of me doing that. And I used it for a giveaway post. And then I have all of the people who commented on like, so it just blew up because it was using a trending thing, but it was business related. So yeah, you guys, like, you don't have to be super creative. Start with what's simple. Okay. If you're like, I don't know how to edit, just find a song that you hear that you've heard a couple of times on your For You page and use that sound and just stand there and like dance and smile and point and figure out how to get words to pop up at certain times. Okay. And then as you get more comfortable with that, then move up to like, okay, let's get a little bit trickier here and try something else. Okay. Good question. So Tamara just asked, how do we put the income disclosure on it? So for me, I crop the income disclosure onto like a story height background. And then after I record whatever my video is, I leave like half a second at the end. And then I do the green screen effect. And I upload the picture that's like the stretched out income disclosure straight statement and just pops up for a half second at the end.
What also is like huge is like, you know, if you guys go to like top leaders pages to look at TikToks, actually someone just posted in Diamond Elite Nation, I want to say it was, someone asked what everyone's TikToks were, and a bunch of people that were blowing up on it were also commenting. So like go scroll through there and look at like top leaders and go look at their stuff. But you know what's huge is that when I first like came on TikTok a year ago, you guys, there wasn't cool trends going on. Like there wasn't cool transitions or anything like that. And if you even scroll through, like my lighting just got good on here. Like it's not like I haven't, a lot of my videos that go viral too, like when they go viral, my lighting is not even the best. So don't worry at what your background looks like. If you don't have pretty countertops, whatever it is, don't critique yourself, because TikTok doesn't critique yourself. I can tell you that right now. I literally had a video that went viral the other day that was talking about you guys with the 203,000 views from, like, you can even see it on here. My lighting is like super yellow on it and it's like golden. And I was literally recording it in the bathroom at the girl's house that I babysit at. Like the videos that go viral aren't always the prettiest. They don't always have everything on there. Just play around with the app and there's a bunch of tutorials on there. You can literally type in hashtag tutorial in the search bar and you'll probably find anything that you need on there. That's literally what I do. I just look up tutorials on how to do things. I save videos, but just get on the app. It's so simple and you can't go wrong on it. Literally your video is going to get put out to a certain amount of people. And a tip that I wanted to say, if you guys get the pro account on TikTok, you actually can. All right, so let me show you like a video that like went, okay. So this video went viral and it has like 400K views. And so when you have the pro account, if you click this little 3 dots right here in the bottom, it's going to come up right here and it says analytics. And if you click the analytics, it's going to show you guys, it says traffic source types right there. You see where it says For You? That means my video shows up on the For You page. 4% is from my followers, and then personal profile, people were on my profile and then they clicked the video. But a tip would be any video that you post, it updates after, I want to say 24 hours after you post it. You can just go look at those analytics on your account and it'll show you if your video is on the For You page. And if it's not on the For You page, then just tweak it for the next time that you're going to post something and maybe think of something a little different. But you want your videos to show up for the For You page and for your followers, which is huge because if you have a following, your followers are going to see it. But that tip has helped me so much because then I'm like, anytime I'm struggling, I go and I'm like, all right, this one came on the For You page. Why? And I look at it and I study it and I'm like, okay, why did it go on the For You page? Like I need to do whatever I did in that video again, so another one can go on the For You page. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all really, really good stuff. Thank you so much. Oh, there was one more question. So Carrie said, Jocelyn asked, okay, so I see people posting about how they already have done all of these things with their business. So, I mean, that's even the case with like posts. If you follow Top Leaders for Inspiration of Posts, I mean, this has been the question that's been asked for as long as I've been in the business. Just take what other people are posting and where they say what this business has done for them, you say what it's going to do for you. You just say it like it's an absolute certainty. Like, 100% at some point in the future, this business is going to do those things for you. And people are just going to they just want to be on that journey with you. If you believe in where you're going, people want to come with you.
You know what's huge too is when I went on TikTok for the first time and I didn't know like what to necessarily brag about for the things that I did. The video that I made, even if you go on my TikTok, I swear it's on the bottom and it has like, I don't know how many views it has, but I'm wearing a pink sweatshirt. If you want to go look at the video, it's all the way at the bottom. And in the video, I'm literally talking about, I said in the video, I was like, do you want to go get your nails done? Like, do it. And it's a video like that. And I talked about getting your nails done, paying for your groceries, like things that your followers would want to do. So you don't necessarily even have to relate it to yourself. I literally, on the video, I was like, you guys want to go get your nails done? Do it. You want to wake up at 5 a.m. and go for a run? Do it. Do you want to pay off your debt? Do it. Like something so simple like that. Just relate it to something that if you were scrolling on the For You page and you were like, wow, what is that girl doing? Because I need to do that. I need to pay off X, Y, and Z. Do the small things. People don't relate to your big success. I literally posted a video the other day and I was showing off my like Apple products. And someone commented on it like, wow, she's bragging that she has Apple products. Like, cool. And I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? People don't like when you brag about stuff like that. They like when you brag about you paying for your coffee that you literally couldn't afford 3 months ago. They like when I talked about that my mom used to buy me a pizza when I was in college. Literally, I would call her and beg her to buy me a $10 pizza because I couldn't afford it. Or how about when I used to go through the drive-thru and my card would decline for a $3 Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Talk about the small things. No one relates to big success. They think you're crazy and they think that it's not true. So relate to the small things.
I'm muted. So I actually just watched a video that Claire Flores did. It was a recording of her from summer camp, and it was her talking about how to tell your story. And a majority of your story should be about your pain points, the things that you're escaping from, because that's what the people following you can relate to, because that's where they are. They're in the pain still. You're working your way out of that. Maybe you're still in that place, but you're working your way out of that. Where like those of us who've been super successful, we are so far removed from that like painful place anymore that if we don't talk about the painful place and we only talk about the successes, people can't relate to us anymore. So even us as top leaders, like we are supposed to be telling our story and our struggle and where we were before this business, because you want to relate to people. And then it's just like, and thanks to this business, I can do this, 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 and this. And that should be like 10% of what you're sharing. The rest of it should be the part that people are going to relate to. Like, you know, you talk about the embarrassment of your card declining at the grocery store, the lump in your throat when you have to tell your kids no to something at, you know, in the toy section, or when you have to, you know, buy you stuff for Christmas or whatever, like whatever the things are that bother you or that bothered you before this business, that's the stuff you want to spend a lot of time talking about, because that's the stuff that people are like, oh, I know exactly what that feels like because I'm living it every day. And that's what pulls them in and makes them want to learn more. Okay. So Sarah, this was awesome. Super helpful stuff. Keep killing it on TikTok. This is exciting. So who's going to take these tips and go like tonight and post some stuff on TikTok? Yep, I see Jocelyn's going for it. Good. Tamara's going for it. Yolanda's going for it. Do it, guys. Do it. Like, and it is the place that you can be you. You don't have to be like a perfect, have it all together blogger like you do on Instagram. Like, you just get to be you, and you're going to find your people, and it's so much fun. Okay. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight. Sorry I kept you for so long. And that's it, you guys. Let's go kill it. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.